I just love that you're wearing your boots with shorts.
Hey, you don't want dirt in my Crocs.
Okay, so this year we're doing the Ruth Stout method in my garden because I'm so tired of weeds and I don't want to lay a bunch of plastic down, so we're going to try this. So the Ruth Stout method is basically where you use a hay mulch or a straw mulch. We're going to use hay because that's what she used, and I know a lot of people are against using hay because they say it'll sprout, but it shouldn't sprout if you do it correctly. And the correct way to do it is you have to lay 8 inches of hay compressed. So that means it needs to be 8 inches after it's compacted down, and then nothing can sprout because no light can get in and it kind of smothers out the weeds. So that's what we're doing in my garden this year. We're going to try it out. You guys know every year I experiment in the garden a different way. I do something different every time. And I'm just trying to find the way that works for us that I like. And we have a ton of hay on our property, and it's easy for us to get around here. So we're going to try this out. So we're planting my walking onions today. We might get it to planting my garlic because I have more garlic that I found that I didn't plant, so I'm going to plant it now. And it's not too late because we still have a cold winter ahead. Our coldest part of the year is in January. So I'm going to plant a little square of my walking onions here, and then I'm going to plant the garlic, a few rows of garlic here. And we'll see how it goes. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay, because these walking onions have already sprouted, as you can see, and I don't want to smother the onions by planting the onions first and then laying the mulch on top. So I think I'm going to lay a thin layer of the mulch first and then make holes and plant the walking onions. Now I'm not putting down 8 inches right now because it's almost winter and the grass really is dead and it's not coming back right now, so I don't need to worry too much about weeds. But I am going to do a thin layer, maybe about 4 inches or so, and then when these get a little bit bigger, I'll come back on top of that in late winter before spring hits or before the heat hits, and I'll do another 4 inches or however much more I need to make it nice and thick on the top. So that's what I'm doing. I left my walking onions in a bucket and this is what happened. So I'm going to replant these today. What do you think, Bo? What do you think, Bo? Should I have taken that out sooner? So this is my second year growing walking onions. These were sent to me by a really nice lady on Facebook. And I've always wanted to try them, and I actually really like them. Right around this time of year when they're sprouting up like this, you can use them as chives. You can cut all those green leaves off and use them like chives. But you mainly want to wait until they flower, and then the flower at the top will form bulblets. and those are what you would harvest to eat or replant. If you try to eat these little bulbs that I'm planting that haven't sprouted, they're super duper bitter and not very good in my opinion. So I would stick to just eating the leaves and the bulblets at the top. They call these walking onions because when they form the little bulblets at the top, when it gets top heavy, they'll fall down and replant themselves, and they'll continue to do that. But you just don't want to eat the parent bulb, like I said, because it's kind of bitter. Some people just peel them and they'll like boil them, but I don't really like them too much. All right, there's my lone little patch of walking onions. Say hi, Bo. So you can see them kind of sticking out a little bit there, and I watered them in, and I actually decided that I am going to cover this with some more of the hay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the 8 inches right now. And then in this right here is probably gonna have to be in another video. I'm going to trench this, probably make 4 trenches and plant some more hardneck garlic that I found in my storage shed. So that's going to be a garlic row there. But yeah, I think there's at least maybe 200 onions, walking onions in this patch. It's a small patch, but it'll grow over the years, I'm sure. These are onions I moved from my old garden. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the next video, it'll probably be a vlog style video where we're just getting a bunch of things done, getting the garden ready for 2020. So I'll see you guys then. Oh goodness, so hungry.
Ow. Got my finger.
This one like really grabs your finger.
What?